Howdy y'all, Butcher Man back here on Court Farms on the Farming Simulator 15. I hope you all are enjoying the episode so far. I've been doing a little bit of work here and there on the farm, and we're just kind of continuing our harvest here, you know. Did a bit of fertilizing and seeding last video, and then some harvesting. Started the harvest in this here field. Just continuing on with the harvest. I think the goal for today is to do the harvest, finish up this field, probably go get the rake, come and rake it a bit. I don't know, I might skip the raking. I might just get the pickup wagon and just come and pick it up. I think one of the things we are going to do though is all this should fit in the lorry, in the truck trailer over there, and we'll run it around real quick, or I'll run it around probably off camera real quick to all the places. At least the fattening cows, the fattening pigs, and the fattening chickens, because all of them require a little bit of grain. So I'll probably do that, and that's kind of how it's going to go for a bit, you know. Each time we do stuff here and there, we'll just take it to all the places and give it to all the animals to try to start gradually getting all their productivity up, you know, filling all their stuff, and you know, eventually we'll be really big. You know, this will be a huge farm. We'll just have stuff all over the place. You know, we'll have like 1,000 of each animal, and we'll just be trucking along, just doing crazy stuff. You know, selling stuff left and right, and you never know how much stuff we're gonna have, and you know, all that. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. You know, I'm having a lot of fun. I really like the map. You know, everything's going well so far. It seems like I'm getting quite a few views, at least compared to what I've gotten before. I'm getting a lot of views on episode 1. I've gotten quite a few views on episode 2. I just uploaded episode 3 a little bit ago, right before I started recording this. I did get some emails today, guys, just on an update on the channel. I believe it's 5 subscribers. It might be 4. The system's a little funny. You know, if you do YouTube, then you understand, but, you know, the updating of the systems is kind of weird. You know, it doesn't necessarily update like it's supposed to, you know, that sort of thing. I do have that guy over there programmed to come and empty me, I thought. Let's just... Not for sure I hit... Nope, I didn't. Never mind. I thought for sure I'd hit the button. I guess I hadn't. I was sitting here thinking, it's like, I know I'm really full, you know. But yeah, I got 2 emails today saying I had more subscribers. So thank you very much, Get Wrecked and Buddy Bach. I don't know if that's the same Buddy Bach that created this map. If it is, you know, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Get Wrecked, and the other few guys that have subscribed to me. You know, I really appreciate the subscription. If it is the same guy that created this map, you know, hopefully that means that you're liking my videos and you think I'm doing a good representation of your map, and, you know, kind of getting the good word out there so people will start downloading your map and start playing it, because it is amazing, you know, what you did on this map. You know, I know I say that a bunch, but I'm not really that impressed with a lot of maps. A lot of them, a lot of them either don't feel realistic, or, you know, they're missing a few things here and there, you know. But for this to have just come out, for him to have just started working on this, I think he's done a great job. You know, he's added a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally see on farming simulator maps, things that people just don't add and whatnot. So just to bring the realism up quite a bit, you know. In fact, there's horses all around the map. Is great. You know, I honestly, when I'm driving around the map, I feel like I'm actually driving around in real life, you know, around a farm, like a farming community and whatnot. So it's great, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, and I'll try to just keep the content coming, and try to keep everybody kind of satisfied, you know, with as many videos as I can, when I can. You know, obviously sometimes there's constraints, there's time constraints, there's stuff going on. You know, if you're just now tuning into my channel and just started watching my videos, I bought a new house this year. Not new, but I bought a house, my first house this year, and it's been a lot of work. You know, been doing almost like I've remodeled almost half the house already, and I'm still working on the other half. My electric company just came by last week and cut down a big tree in my front yard. What's going on back here? I keep saying he's in traffic for some reason. That's weird. But yeah, electric company came down and cut down a huge tree in my front yard. So, you know, several afternoons at least I've been working on that. An update on the truck. I did get the truck fixed. It's out of the garage now and running. You know, I changed the right side catalytic converter on my F-150, which if you guys have never done that, it is a pain. It is a real pain. As far as I can tell, the factory pretty much designed it to where in order to take the right side catalytic converter out, you have to raise the truck off the ground completely. You know, it needs to be on a lift. You know, but ideally, you know, most companies kind of design it to where it's at their shop. You know, if it's a Ford, it's at the Ford dealer. If it's a Dodge, it's at the Dodge dealer. You know, that sort of thing. They try their best to design it to where it's actually at one of their, you know, one of their lots, which some people get mad about. But you know, it's one of those things. I understand. They're trying to run a business. They're trying to make money. You know, they don't like being undercutted by anybody. You know, obviously, do-it-yourselfers cost companies a lot of money as far as maintenance and whatnot. You know, like me, the Ford dealership quoted me $1,700, you know, to change that catalytic converter. I went to O'Reilly's, bought a catalytic converter for $400, a master flow cat, and changed it myself. You know, so instead of $1,700, I paid $400. You know, so obviously that, you know, that's kind of a hit toward my local dealership, but you know, when it comes down to whether I need to pay $1,700 or whether I need to just go pay $400 to, you know, to get a new cat, it's kind of a no-brainer to me. I'm going to save that little bit of cash, you know, at least that lot of cash. You know, I've been having a lot of trouble with my wife's car as well. She just had like a, you know, like a $500 repair on hers, which I actually got a deal on it, so I'm pretty happy. It was supposed to be almost $1,000 to repair her car. So I was pretty happy about that, getting that little deal and, you know, getting a little bit of discount, you know, it not being quite as expensive as, not really a deal or discount, but it was less expensive than they had originally quoted me, so I was pretty happy when they were done with it. You know, it still has some issues here and there, you know, but it's one of those things that, you know, cars will always have issues. You just kind of got to deal with them as they go. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I haven't really gotten any comments on my videos besides one guy, you know, telling me to subscribe to his channel so I can get music for my videos. But yeah, if you guys, you know, are up to it, whatever, you feel like it, you know, hit me up with a comment or something. You know, let me know how you're doing. If you're playing on the map, you know, exactly. You know, if you guys are playing on the map, how are you running your farm? You know, what have you started out with? You know, did you go in and change the tractors and equipment and stuff so you'll have more? Or did you start with the base equipment and actually just rough it out? You know, if you guys are just joining, this is your first video or whatever, then I did explain, I think in the first video that, there's first and second, I believe, that I have a series going so far, Dayhouse Farm, which is another map that was designed by Buddy Bach, 1991. That map it's really nice, but it's one of those maps that's real small. You're not going to have any big equipment. Like, I think this combine here would probably actually be too big as well. It just, the roads are real narrow and stuff. It's kind of a small map. It's real aesthetic. You know, if you just want to do some minor farming, you want to really get into it and kind of try to be realistic all the time, then it's a nice map. I haven't done a video on that in probably 4 or 5 days, something like that, close to a week. Mainly because I did episode 1 of this, and this map seems to be extremely popular. So I do want to make the stuff that it seems to be, you know, what people want to see. So I'm kind of struggling with the fact that, you know, I want to make videos on that map, and I will. You know, I'll start making videos on it too, as long as it seems like people want to see it. But right now, it seems like Port Farms is, you know, the hot topic at the moment on my channel. You know, all I've done so far is Dayhouse Farm. I've done some Euro Truck Simulator, and then I hit up on Court Farms here. And so far, this has been the, you know, the hottest thing on my channel at the moment. So, you know, I gotta go with that. see. Let's look at the time real quick. We shouldn't be too far into it. 10 minutes. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to edit the video. I'm not going to speed it up because the speed up would just still be several minutes of just nothing. I'm probably going to cut to when the field is done, and then we'll go get the other equipment, and we'll just kind of finish this field off and start planting and stuff, because I do want to get to other stuff, you know, do some fertilizing and some planting and stuff in this video as well. I like to kind of mix it up a little bit, not just do all one thing. I don't want to spend 30 minutes just running the harvester. So just stay tuned. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to do a real quick note right here. This tractor, I've been running around kind of dropping stuff, you know, went down to the fattening chickens, gave them some grain, come up to the pigs and gave them some grains, and I just came to the main farm to give some grain to the beef cows. You know, as you can, you know, everybody knows that, look in here, they do take grain just like the rest of it. The green silo here I'm backed up to is the grain silo. I cannot get a tip point. The only thing is, if you back all the way into it, it gives you a tip point, but when you hit it, you know, it gives you the barley is not accepted here. So the only thing I can think of is the tip point you're getting is for the root crop bin right there. So, Buddy Bach, if you're watching this, if you know how to fix this or something like that, or if you know what's wrong, this might be a fix you want to look at, because you know it's kind of a thing that needs to be done. You got to feed your animals, you know, something like that. So if you see this, just, you know, look into it if you can. Thanks. Hey y'all, I'm back. I've been doing a lot of moving around, a lot of, you know, equipment here and there, that sort of thing. You know, I took all the equipment back to the farm and got all this equipment. I got this, and then the fertilizer spreader and tractor coming over, bring it over here, and I took the semi. As you guys just seen in the cut of the video there, I took the semi around, I fed all the stuff. You know, I couldn't get the grain into the, you know, the fattening beef right there. That doesn't mean it's broken per se. I mean, maybe I wasn't doing it right, or I was using the wrong trailer, you know, something like that. I don't know. I'm not real computer savvy on stuff. You know, I wouldn't even know how to fix it. So, you know, but I'm just saying, I tried it just like I tried the rest of them, just like I did the rest of them. And, you know, the rest of them worked. That one just didn't. So, you know, if it's just me, then let me know. Maybe it's me that I just, you know, kind of made a mistake. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, something like that. But if it is me, let me know. Then, you know, if it was me, you know, I'm sorry. But as far as I could tell, I couldn't dump it. So I just kind of mention it, you know. And if he sees the video, if he watches the video, you know, maybe he'll see it. Maybe he'll know what's wrong with it, or he'll just send me a message or something that says you're an idiot, you did it wrong. You never know. But yeah. But yeah, we got them all some grain. I didn't sell the rest of it, as you can probably see by the money hasn't went up or nothing. I just kind of dumped it at the farm. There wasn't that much, you know. So we're just gonna kind of save it for now. We didn't get a whole lot off this field, just the fact that it wasn't fertilized. You know, the previous farmer didn't put any fertilizer on it, so we didn't benefit from the fertilized yield. This is actually doing pretty good picking this up, you know. A lot better than it did on the other field, but maybe the combine made a difference. You know, the width of the row and all that. I don't know where the closest straw sell point is. I don't really need this straw. What I'll probably do is I'll probably just end up picking it all up and selling it. It'd be nice if you could sell it those like grass sell piles. I mean, that'd be awesome. You know, I do have the placeable straw sell mod. If I want to do that, that would make it a little bit quicker, you know. I wouldn't have to spend so much time running around trying to, you know, running from here to wherever to sell the straw. Because I think where I'm going to have to go is, I think maybe the BGA has a place where you can sell straw. I don't know, but I'll have to go check. I know there's one at the farm, because that's where I sold it before. But I'll get this finished filling up, and then we'll probably do another cut. Especially since I don't know where I'm going, so I'll probably just run around, you know, sell it and then come back. You know, 'cause I do try to get a lot in my videos, just a lot of variety of different stuff. You know, I cut out a lot of stuff, and you know, if I cut out too much stuff, you guys just need to let me know. Shoot me a comment or something and say that I need to be putting more into it. But as far as it goes right now, I'm going to be cutting this stuff out just to try to get a little more variety. Like this one, if I keep cutting it like I am, then it's basically going to be, you know, I'll get the harvest in, I'll get some straw picking up, a fertilizer, you know, at least starting the seed process. You know, I don't know how I'll do the seeding. The way I might do the seeding this time is I'll just have Horseplay do it or something like that. But I might have Horseplay do the fertilizer, just because it is fairly easy to have them do it. Let's see, traffic jam. But yeah, I'll cut and I'll be back in a minute, you know, once I get this figured out, and then we'll kind of talk about it, go over it a little bit. Okay, so there is a straw sell point at the BGA, as well as at the farm. If you take it to the BGA, it fills up rather quickly. It's kind of like selling silage. The pit you're dumping it in only holds so much. So you can take it to the BGA, but unless you want to speed up time, you're not even going to be able to empty the whole trailer. I think I got like 30% out of this big trailer or something like that. But you can go sell it over there. You know, if you're at a field close by and you're not planning on selling very much, or you want to speed up, you know, I'm sure if you put it on 120 times speed, you could empty this trailer in no time. But since I'm planning on 1-time speed, and I'm not willing to speed it up just to sell the straw, I just basically drove over to the farm, sold all of it over there, came back, and you know, started picking up straw again. On an exciting note for today, I was out running around and stuff, and ended up going by a John Deere dealership, which I actually stopped and got out and kind of walked around, looked at the tractors, looked at one of the really big headers. They had 2 big brand new headers sitting there for the combine, and it was amazing. I don't know how big they were, but they were ginormous. So you know, that was kind of my upside for today. You know, besides that, I did get the truck finally. Got it finished, like fixing it after work, you know. I changed that right side cad out, and in the process of taking the old one off, I ended up breaking the exhaust coupling, or whatever it is, the exhaust clamp that holds the cat pipe to the back exhaust pipe. I ended up breaking that little clamp that goes on there. Broke one of the bolts off, which it wasn't even that. I didn't even hardly crank on it or nothing, you know. I ended up just basically all I did is I just gave it a little bit of pressure and then it just popped, snapped right off. So that's just kind of one of those things, old rusty things, you know. But I think what I might do this time is, since there is so much straw in this field, it's going to take us another probably 3 or 4 trailer loads of it, even this big trailer. I might end up Horseplay in this one, and then what we'll do is I'll have it do Horseplay, go and sell the straw at the farm, and then basically every time I fill the trailer, I'll send it off, and then I'll grab like the fertilizer spreader and I'll spread some fertilizer or whatever. And then once this fertilizing's done, we'll probably do a bit of seeding, you know, here and there. But I don't know how this Horseplay is set up to go, to be honest. It's getting into the farm and selling it is a little bit hinky, you know, or something, whatever you want to call it, I guess. We'll just do that right quick. I don't know if it'll work or not. It probably won't. But I guess for the most part, it'll at least get it back to the farm while we're doing other stuff. I'm going to try not to Horseplay too much stuff on this Let's Play, just because it'll be better if I actually play it out. I think the bad thing is the cars can't go anywhere. You know, you have to stay behind the cars in order to do the Horseplay. You know, I guess at the least I could probably go off the road if I wanted to, but I don't really want to do that. But I'll finish doing this, and then when I get back to the field, you know, I'll bring it back, you know, that sort of thing. There's all this driving around, but I guess I'd go ahead and keep recording this part, you know, while I'm doing the Horseplay or whatever, and following this slow little car here. Just because I do want to show off the map a lot, you know, because I was just thinking a little bit ago that, you know, some of you guys may not have, you know, you may want to see more of the map than just, you know, here's a field, I'm working in the field, now I'm working in the field again, you know, and not actually show the drive between, you know, show all the work that this guy's put into this map. So I like to show this off, you know. This roundabout is kind of neat, but it's, you know, and it honestly hasn't even caused me any trouble at all. Even when I had the follow me people follow, you know, the follow me mod, tractors follow me and stuff, and the pickup with the header trailer, I had him go around this. They actually did it pretty good. I think the only issue you might have is when the course play's going around it and some car like, you know, cuts in front of him or cuts him off or something like that, causes him to wreck, you might get confused or something like that. We'll see how he does with this. Old course play, you could like drive down through here as fast as you wanted, and the course play would try to keep up, but any little variation in the steering, it would just go crazy. It'd end up in the fence in no time. But the new course play, it maxes out at 31 miles an hour, I think, or whatever. But it'll be able to be doing about this speed. But you do want to kind of slow up whenever you turn in somewhere, just for the simple fact that course play doesn't do all that well at like, what do you call it? Handling turns and stuff. Like it flops a little bit. You got to remember, course play is kind of like based on, as far as I can tell, it's based on like keyboard movements, like keyboard steering, or like tapping the wheel instead of, you know, steering wheel movements like I'm doing here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in like this, and let's see, put my course play up, we'll hit that, and like I said, I don't know if this will work at all. It might not, I don't know. I'm going to back it all the way into the wall, like all the way into the corner or whatever, just to give it a better chance of actually hitting the tip point, which I think it will. I did watch a video a while back where the guy said that, that you need to record backing up without a trailer because of the way course play works or something like that, you know. But it's just one of those things. I'm gonna actually put a pause point here, see if, you know, maybe it'll work. I don't know if it will or not. I don't even remember like the type of transport it'll be. I guess we'll check that out in a minute. But like coming out, I'm gonna try to make it as easy as I can coming out. Or not. Okay. It always gets me with this trailer. You know, the fact that the rear end kind of turns around itself. Let's do it this way, sharper she'll go. And straight out the door. Okay, so hopefully this works, and then I don't have to keep like running the straw back, and I can actually do something else. Which, from the looks of the timer, I don't know that I'll even get anything else in this video, but this will kind of be a test as to setting up course play and seeing if it'll actually work. Because I can actually get straw and, you know, sell the straw and stuff. So that maybe in future videos I can just go ahead and set it up off camera, and then, you know, it'll go ahead and just go bring it in, sell it itself and all that. So it'll give us a little bit more time to do other stuff. You know, I really want to get a whole bunch of stuff into each video, but it is really difficult, kind of time management. There's a lot of driving, there's going to be a lot of cutting out, you know, stuff like that. But I'm wanting to build the farm way faster than you can actually do in Let's Play. Because you only get about 30 minutes a day, or 45 minutes a day, you know, something like that, of actual work. You know, I'm really tempted to start doing like work off camera and like doing this and doing that off camera, which I don't know. It's kind of like up in the air for me, because one side I want to do it that way I can build the farm faster, that way you guys are entertained more. And then on the flip side, it's like, what am I doing Let's Play for if I'm not recording everything or actually showing them all this stuff? So, you know, if you guys have any thoughts on that, and you want to take the time to put me a message down below, saying, yeah, that's fine, just, you know, do some stuff off camera and just show us the big parts or something like that, you know, or no, you're doing a Let's Play, just record everything and we just kind of follow you along, and then, you know, from video to video, and we'll keep up with it. We'll all build the farm together. You know, just give me your thoughts on it, just so I know, I guess. But we are kind of getting to the end. What we might do is I might fill this trailer right quick, and then we'll kind of test the theory. Let's see, what do we got down here? Combine empty, grain transport. Load at the start. That might be something we might want to do, because it's not that. It'll freak out if you try to do that, I think. Field work, it's not field work. Manure transporter, maybe this. It's the only one I can think of that it might be. Is if I try it as the grain transporter, but it might tell me I have the wrong trailer. It does like to do that sometimes, so it might tell me I have the wrong trailer. If it does, then it'll basically be like just the transfer. We'll kind of see. As soon as I get this trailer filled, then we'll find out, I guess. And then we'll do a real quick test, watch it run back to the farm, and see if it actually works. And if it does, great. Future videos and stuff, then we'll have a way to set it up so that can go and sell the straw on its own. Because I can understand, that might get a little bit dry and a little bit boring sometimes. You come to watch a video to be entertained. Do I not entertain you? No, I'm just messing with you. Trying to be funny. I got a little bit of dry humor. I'm not really that funny of a guy, but I'm more of the serious type. That's what most people tell me. But I'm serious like most of the time. Especially about my farming. Farming's a serious business. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. I do have a lot of respect for farmers, because it does take a lot of work. Some farming these days, because it's gotten a little bit easier. It's gotten a lot easier than what it used to be, just because advancements in technology and advancements in equipment, and GPS has revolutionized everything. I went to school for heavy equipment, and they train you how to do it, but then at the same time they tell you everybody's got GPS these days. They'll teach you how to run a dozer, but then they'll tell you, you go to any company, any big company, they'll have GPS trackers in the blade, and pretty much all you need to do is sit in there and push the gas pedal. And it will actually raise and lower the blade, do the cant back, left and right, and back and forward, and all that stuff. So all you have to do is basically be a monkey, just sit in there and push the pedal. Which I guess, it's productivity, but it's just one of those things, you just see it eventually, they're just going to take people out of it altogether. Like they're coming out with these cars that drive themselves, and I heard a while back that I think it was Google or something like that, had a car that drove all the way across the United States with a couple of people in it, and the people never touched the gas pedal once, or touched the steering wheel once or whatever. But, here we go, moment of truth. What are we going to do here? What's it going to tell us? It's going to tell us it's going really slow. Let's just do that, speed it up. Okay, so it's going to do that. I think I'm going to drive it to the farm myself, just so we don't have any incidences. And then once we get to the farm, I'll be back and we'll kind of look at the progress and see if it actually works, and we'll kind of cut it from there. Alright, and here we are coming into the farm. It is on course play right now, so we're going to see what it does. We're going to see if it wrecks. I think it'll probably wreck. It'll probably not work at all, but we're about to find out. Let's just jump out. We'll kind of watch it from out here. I need to wash my tractor. It looks like a brown tractor right now. It needs to look like a green John Deere tractor. Let's see. Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? I don't know. You guys are probably screaming into the screen. It's not gonna work. I've already tried this. It's not gonna work. It says tip trigger reached. Why is it just sitting there? So, this is what that guy was talking about. Where you gotta try to back up, you gotta do the backup maneuvers, which I don't understand why it's not actually doing it. So basically what he was saying is that course play pretty much reads it as, even though I backed all the way in there, then that pause point right there is where the middle of the tractor was. But yet when you actually get the course play to drive the course, the pause point is like in the center of the entire thing is where it'll actually stop. So it won't actually mimic your movements. So pretty much what you need to do is like I could come in here, unhook the trailer, whatever, and basically like I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. So we'll kind of pull this up into the settings, waypoints. Let's show all waypoints. So basically what this guy was saying that you would need to do in order to get this to work, in case you guys haven't seen this video or you don't know or you've been wondering. Okay, so with the trailer, the tractor comes over here and he's backing up, whatever, like this, and so like I did when I recorded it, you back up in here, and when the trailer hits that wall, you stop, okay, and you hit the pause point, which was when the tractor was like this, okay. But when the course play actually comes and runs through it itself, it doesn't go to the center of the tractor. It goes to the center of the tractor trailer combination. So it's kind of weird in that sense. So basically when you record it, you're going to need to do it without the trailer. So like you can come in here, pause the thing, unhook the trailer, back all the way up in here like this, you know, back all the way to like here with the tractor, hit your, you know, turn it back on the forward, hit your pause button, whatever, and, you know, and then, you know, keep going. Then you can pause and hook your trailer back on or whatever, something like that. But apparently when you back into a place like that, you're going to need to unhook the trailer in order to actually get the course play to do what it's supposed to do. But I'm probably going to pick up all the rest of the straw and stuff off camera. I'll probably fertilize off camera, and then I'll probably seed about a half of the field or something like that, and I'll come back, or I don't know, I might not seed any of the field, but I don't know. We'll see. This video will be a little longer than I like, I think, unless my timer's a little bit off, but you know, we'll see. I did the best I could, tried to get as much in as I could, so you guys enjoy it. Let me know, did you like it, did you not like it, did you hate it, do you like the map, are you playing on the map? You know, let me know something. Send me a picture of a John Deere tractor. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Thanks for watching. This here's the Butcher Man signing off.